Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we finally, at long last, got rid of Team Rocket, defeated the radio tower, and so they're done. They've been disbanded, they're no more. Finally done with that shit. In this episode, we're back over here in Ecruteak City because we were just told that something is happening over the 10 Tower. And so you remember that this monk over here that won't let us in because of those events? Well, since we have the clear bell, we basically just showed to him, and then he'll finally let us through. Because, you know, otherwise he would just, just go back for let you try again, and he just wouldn't let you. Like, just he keeps on blocking you no matter what. So, anyway, so he's letting us in now, finally. And so we just head on over this way, and then we'll see exactly what's going on. And we have 3 more of those monks. Well, stages, but they were originally called monks anyway, so she has the ability to touch the souls of Pokemon. A Pokemon will come forth to put that trainer to the test at the Tin Tower. The legend has come true. The legendary Pokemon Suicune has arrived. We, the Wise Trio, shall test your worthiness to go inside. So yeah, basically, what they're saying is that Suicune has now appeared at the Tin Tower, and so basically we have to go over there and encounter it. But first, the Wise Trio wanted to test our skills here, and basically they're all going to use they're all going to start with Noctowls and whichever evolutions they have, which are actually just the same evolutions that were in Gen 1, like Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. The stage name is Gaku. Oh, sounds like Goku. Okay, so this guy's gonna use Flareon. So yeah, so basically all there is. That's why I'm having Nightshade out first, because since Nightshade has his punch, and so so we're gonna actually just knock down those Noctowls. And yes, this is of course a Crystal exclusive, because considering that Suicune is actually the version mascot of the box mascot for Pokemon Crystal, and so that's basically the reason why we just be encountering right away. And so that's actually Crystal exclusive. So yeah, those trainers are only fought in that version, where they just test your skill to in order for you to be able to reach Suicune. Because otherwise, in Gold and Silver, then after you clear the radio tower, then you just keep going. But perhaps yeah, of course I'm stronger than you. So it is you who can claim. Didn't even read right. Legend has it that they can be seen while they sleep. Of course they don't like it when they sleep. Nobody likes being watched while they sleep. Must ascertain your worthiness. I just kicked your friend's ass, and so I believe I should be worthy enough. Sage Masa wants to battle, and yep, of course, another Noctowl. But yes, in Gold and Silver, like once you've gone to the Burn Tower, and then you awaken the 3 legendary beasts, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, then that's when they'll actually start roaming around in Johto, like basically all 3 of them. In Crystal, since Suicune is a special legendary, or the version mascot, then only Raikou and Entei will be roaming around Johto, which I guess at least is just one less Pokemon have to encounter. But then you actually still have to find those other 2, which more I'll explain, and that's the reason why roaming legendaries are the absolute worst idea that they could ever come up with. And this next one here is going to be using Jolteon right here. And one little piece of trivia about the Tin Tower. Well, here it's called the Tin Tower, which is said where Ho lives. They actually changed its name in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where it's now called the Bell Tower, which kind of makes more sense when you think about it, because since they're basically associated with bells, and yeah, what is it with their thing of bells? They like bells so much, because we had a clear bell, and so. So they just call it Bell Tower. They must have loved bells anyway. No, let me guess. Quasimodo lives up there? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, just go by like when that Jolteon was using Reflect, which is a move that casts a barrier against the physical attacks. Well, it raises up the special defense. Come Gen 3, then they have the move Brick Break, where once you use that, it actually destroys those barrier moves, which I wish was a thing in this gen, but no, we gotta wait till Gen 3. I love Brick Break so much. It's what I actually am really looking forward to once I get to Gen 3. Well, if I ever do have a fighting type in my team, well, I could probably just have Aggron to use Brick Break, because I'm sure it can use it'll be able to use that. So yeah, tell me the truth. In the past, there were 2 9th-tier towers here. The Breast Tower, which was set to awaken Pokemon, and the Tin Tower, where Pokemon were set to rest. The view from the tops of the towers must have been magnificent. At the time, an immense silver-colored Pokemon was said to make its roost atop the brass tower. However, about 150 years ago, a lightning bolt struck one of the towers. It was engulfed in flames that raged for 3 days. A sudden downpour finally put out the blaze. And that is how the burn tower came to be. So it was 150 years ago. There was that old man that claimed he was a trainer. The guy should have already been dead by now. So like, what the hell? Oh yeah, and one thing I also gotta mention, like when those sages were using Sage Koji, Koji Kondo, great musician or the great Mario and Zelda soundtracks. But anyway, um, so like when they were using those evolutions, like they were using Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. It's actually, it's supposed to represent how, oh, you know what, yeah, that's right, Noctowl used a Reflect, it wasn't Jolteon. What was I thinking? I thought that was Jolteon for a second, but no, that was Noctowl from before. Although I'm not sure if Jolteon can actually use a Reflect, I don't know, maybe. So anyway, so when they were using those, evolutions, it's supposed to represent, like, how, you know, it's based around the typings and the appearances of the legendary beasts. Because, you know, since Raikou a fire type, no, I mean, Raikou is electric type. Okay, I got that backwards. Entei is the one who's fire type. So, Entei's a fire type, Raikou's an electric type. Yeah, sorry for that brain fart right there. And Suicune's a water type. So, so basically just represents those right here, which actually brings up the theory where, like, you know, back then, that the legendary bees actually used to be those evolutions, but then once they died from the Brass Tower being destroyed, and then Ho revived them, and then in addition to that, it gave them more power, which changed their forms to being basically reincarnated as legendary beasts. Now, I mean, I'm not saying it's actually what really happened though, but it's actually some kind of a theory that the fans were coming up with, which seems interesting in a way. But again, I'm not saying that's actually what happened. Too strong, right? Well, it's because I got 7 badges. I'm almost there. Are you the trainer who is awaited by the legendary Pokemon? I see. We, the White Trio, have been given the responsibility of protecting the legendary Pokemon. We are to allow passage only to those people who possess the power and soul of truth. Please do go on and enter the 10th tower ahead. Suicune will put you to the test. Alright, folks, well, I guess it's time that we go ahead and just face the legendary, like, right away. First we're gonna go and heal real quick, and here's some static over my speakers. I'm gonna turn that down here, which I'm actually just wearing some earphones over my headset. Alright, so let's go along this path here. I like how in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where like this whole path is all like you know, has these autumn leaves, which actually looks real pretty, especially because, you know, I just love the autumn aesthetics, which is kind of the reason why I always like the autumn season in Gen 5. Alright, so here we are inside the 10 Tower right away, and there's Raikou, and then there's Entei, and then, and last time we have Suicune. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. And so, here we have the legendary mascot for this game, Suicune. And also, one thing I gotta say, this is actually something that Crystal introduced. Crystal version actually gave the legendary beasts their own theme. So, like, in Gold and Silver, they only gave them the regular wild Pokemon theme in Johto. But here they actually gave them their own themes. It actually sounds real cool. Heart Gold and Soul Silver actually gave them each distinct remixes of the same tune, but actually just like reflects on what kind of Pokemon they are, which is actually real nice to listen to for each of those Pokemon. So anyway, so Suicune here is a pure water type. Has the moves Leer, Bubble Beam, Rain Dance, and Gust. Once it uses Rain Dance, then that's when it powers up water type moves, especially when it uses Bubble Beam, and probably more so for my most. But I'm actually just giving it electrical attacks and just make sure to use Thunder Wave. So basically, the thing with catching some legendaries is that the thing I always go for is like either put it to sleep or cripple it, or just by using Thunder Wave, and then make sure and for the sake of Pokédex completion, make sure you're well stocked up on any Pokeballs, particularly Ultra Balls. Although none of the stores ever have any Ultra Balls, so I ended up with Great Balls, but I only have like 4 Ultra Balls. And so, yeah, I'll just throw an Ultra Ball right here, and then we'll just see it. Well, god damn it! I just went out at the first shake, and I've used all my Ultra Balls and a lot of the Great Balls here too, so decided to cut this one down and just, so that there you guys wanted to see it, and so there's shaking. There we go! Suicune has been caught! So yeah, so if you want to do a Pokédex completion, if you want to make sure to catch the legendaries, make sure you stock up on Great Balls, Ultra Balls. This is to find Pokemon blows around the world, always in search of a pure reservoir. And it's known as the Aurora Pokemon. And so, with that, Suicune has been caught. And then I'm going to see what the words of. Oh, hey, it's Suicune. Awesome, too awesome even. I've never seen a battle that great. That was truly inspiring to see. Suicune was tough, but you were more incredible, Tyler. I heard Suicune's mystic power summons a rainbow-colored Pokemon. Maybe, just maybe, what went on today will cause that Pokemon to appear. I'm going to study legends more. Thanks for showing me that fantastic battle. Later, Tyler. And so that basically concludes the whole Suicune plot, and also with Usain, where after you catch Suicune, then Usain just kind of like goes out of the picture for quite a while. So yeah, he was just there. But since Heart Gold and Soul Silver has you look for a Suicune more like all the way post game, then Usain will basically just focusing on with trying to go after her because of his a fetish with Suicune. So but yeah, now we finally caught it. And so let's see what else. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think yeah, by this point, then yeah, since we've already got through the legendary counter, then that's kind of the one thing that we get forced to do before we get to going, which is kind of the thing for later Pokemon games where they make those legendaries eventful. And so with that out of the way, let's go and head back over to the Pokemon Center. And so yeah, and also I actually didn't go for the whole 30-minute per episode thing. I did the same thing with Team Rocket Hideout, Mahogany Town Gym, and the Radio Tower, and also for this episode. Because since they're basically on, they're just based on events, and then I just recorded them on their own kind of set time. So anyhow, so everything's done and over with. Team Rocket's been defeated, and so Suicune has now been caught with us, and also just stored forever with the PC. Because I mean, I don't really use legendaries. Well, maybe with a couple exceptions, but like I'm not really much of a legendary user, so. Out of the way, so yeah, we should be ready to go and go the rest of our journey and for the next episode. So, next time Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we're going to head over to the next town, hopefully reach there. So, I will see you guys then.